Top five. Who's your top five? My top five.
This is someone who
My top five is
black
Two
people.
of us.
No, black people.
Oh, black people. We're speaking for us.
We're speaking.
We were the spokesman. After the last meeting,
My top five is
Lynn and I got the tap.
my top five.
Go ahead.
We black people, we see this person
Right,
definitely as a legend.
right. And that would be
Louis Gossett Jr.
Louis Gossett Jr. So you don't think I mean, obviously he hasn't gotten the acclaim he should have gotten.
And that's what I mean.
Okay.
Louis Gossett Jr., who got his first appears on screen in A Raisin in the Sun
That's right.
in 1961. He most recently appeared on screen in a film called 3 Months from 2022. He has I think 2 or 3 films that are in production
Mm-hmm.
for 2023. Now, yes, he is a man of much acclaim, over 200 film and television
Won
credits.
an Oscar.
Won an Oscar as Gunnery Sergeant Emil Foley in 1982 as an officer and a gentleman. Also won an Emmy Award for his role as Fiddler in the 1977 historic miniseries Roots. We, black people, definitively consider Louis Gossett Jr. a legend,
Right.
right? But I contend that in much the same way that Sidney Poitier, Denzel Washington, Morgan Freeman, Will Smith,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe only other James Earl Jones,
Mm-hmm.
the way that their names just ring out worldwide
Mm-hmm.
as unabashedly a legend in everyone's eyes,
It should be.
Louis Gossett Jr. should be on that tier as well.
Yeah, it's and the bad thing is he was kind of positioned for it. Like you and I always talk about these waves of actors and how when these actors or are on their waves, they basically suck all of the energy out. Like nobody can basically
make
eat.
room for no one
Right.
else.
And it really is that period between Sidney Poitier, frankly. You know, Howard Rollins for like a couple of years before his personal demons.
Yeah, he shot
Con-
himself in the foot.
And then you know, Denzel.
Mm-hmm.
So like that kind of period in the early 80s, Louis Gossett Jr. would have been great. I think, you know, kind of
Because here's the thing.
kind of like Paula Kelly, the roles just were not there.
Because the thing when you notice it is that he and Morgan Freeman are kind of contemporaries.
Absolutely.
So they're coming up around that same time. So why is it that Morgan finds a lane and Louis Gossett
Well, you know,
he can't really
I mean, you're calling him contemporary, you know, and you just mentioned it. How he's in A Raisin in the Sun with Sidney Poitier.
mm-hmm.
You know, he plays Beneatha's one of her suitors. They're not that far apart in age.
Him and Sidney.
Him and Sidney. So in a lot of ways, he's more Sidney Poitier's contemporary.
Okay, maybe.
But you're right. You don't really start to see Louis Gossett as Louis Gossett until the 70s.
Yeah, I mean, because it's not even like he got lost in the blaxploitation thing, because he's not in a lot of those
He's
films.
not. He's not at all.
You know,
He's on the episode of Good Times as Florida's cousin.
did he? Was it television?
I don't know because
Did he get lost in the television cycle?
well, you know, it's
I don't seem to remember him turning up that much on TV. I mean,
right.
he's there, but
He's here and there. He's hit and miss.
yeah.
He's on episodes hit and miss. I actually think he was on Good Times twice.
I can see that. I think he
Because
plays it-
remember, okay, no,
it-
he was Florida's cousin,
and I think he's a recurring character because I think he plays it again.
right? Then he's on Roots, as you point out.
Mm-hmm.
He
That's
gets
77,
He gets the Academy Award for an officer and a gentleman.
right? And then he does Enemy
I'm about to say Farrell Blackwell, which quietly has been on my short list
Enemy of Mine.
for Octavia April for like 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And then he makes like 9 Iron Eagle movies.
Yeah.
Remember he's like,
yeah.
it's like Iron Eagle 37
Because he basically becomes
when Jason Patrick leaves.
right.
Yeah,
He's the connective
He kinda-
tissue.
he kinda-
Yeah, that's right.
Like,
That's
damn,
right.
the Iron Eagle checks must be great. Why is Louis Gossett still making Iron Eagle movies?
Because we ain't seeing them. Well, you know what? Direct-to-video hits.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you're making off-brand Top Gun. Like, Iron Eagle was the most off-brand Top Gun knockoff.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just kept making them.
Wasn't it a knockoff? Did it come out after Top Gun?
It 100% came out after Top Gun. It was absolutely the military plane porn that was coming out.
Okay, maybe. All right.
I'm in the service and I fly planes. I'm really heterosexual. I have guns.